Building a 6-month emergency fund as a single dad gave me something I never had before: a huge peace of mind. When my car breaks down, or when my kids get sick and an unexpected bill comes in, when just all these money problems come in, it helps when life just throws constant curveball at you. Look, as single dads, we are managing a lot, but nothing eats at you than wondering, what if something happens? What if I don't have the money for X, Y, and Z? Like, nothing eat at us more than wondering, what if something breaks? What if our car breaks down? What if we lose our job? That constant stress is just not good for us. It drains us. And so an emergency fund is a solution to that. So today I'm going to show you my exact system that I use to build mine. My name is Tony Chan. I'm a single dad of 2. I am documenting my life in building health, wealth, and relationship in real time while you watch. So here's the truth, right? When stuff happens, when something breaks, I just want to make sure that I have the money to pay for it real fast. My car is old now. It's a 2011 Camry. It has over 200,000 miles on it. So it's been breaking more often than usual. And when it breaks, I just want to be able to be like, hey, can you fix my car? Hey, can you fix my car? And not just worry about too much on the bills, because I need my car obviously for the kids. And so the times that I broke it down, I just didn't have no worries. I was like, here you go, $1,000. Can you please fix this so that I can start driving it again? And it's just easy to do. I didn't have to think about where my money's coming from. I didn't think about if I could pay this rent. I just already had the money on hand. And like my emergency fund, it sits in a high yield saving account. So it's also compounding like 4% interest rate every single time it stays in there. And the whole point of the emergency fund is also just to have that constant peace of mind. It makes us at ease a bit. It makes us not worry too much. And because if we worry too much, we're going to be stressed out and then we're going to be burnt out. And we don't want that. So the emergency fund, between 6 to 12 months of your expenses, it just helps to keep us calm when shit hits the fan, because we know it will. It allows us to work better. It allows us to be more present with the kids. It allows us to not focus on other things that are problems, because we have money in case something happens. And it makes it easier to enjoy our life and to spend money on experiences and to spend money on food, or it's because we have that safety net. That's what 6 months of expenses does for you. It gives you a huge peace of mind so you can go on about living without being stressed out all the time, or at least being stressed of one less thing, which is a major thing. First up is opening a high yield saving account. So this could be Wealthfront. Vanguard has something called Cash Plus now, so that is a possible route. And just start putting money in there. Every paycheck, put money in there. $50, $100, every single paycheck. And here's the key, right? You want to make it automatic. On your bank account, set up an automation for every month. It will take $50 to $100 out there and put it into that high yield saving account. And the reason why I'm using a high yield saving account is because I do want my money to work for me. And depending on what account you use, it could earn up to 4% interest rate. So it's just sitting there is also earning money. And the other reason why I use a high yield saving account is so that I can separate my account. Right? The whole point of the emergency fund is to not touch it unless necessary. So putting it into a different account helps me to separate it from my main account. We want that thing to be out of sight, out of mind. We put money into there every single paycheck. We don't have to worry about it. We know money's going in there, and we know that it's earning some type of compound interest over time. Right? And now 4% might not be a lot, but to me, it's better than keeping it into a checking account where I might potentially use it or have that urge to use it just because it's there. If I put it into a separate account, I don't have to use any willpower to use it. I don't have to think about it because I know it's growing over time in that account. So use the power of automation and start putting money into that account. It's free to start, so there's no really fees you have to pay. Real quick, if you are getting value from this, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Thank you. And here's the math. You essentially want to take all your essentials, your monthly rent, obviously, your utilities, your food, the things you're paying for on a monthly basis, add all that up together and then multiply it by 6, right? So then that will give you your 6 month of expenses. And the first thing you're gonna notice is that 6 months is actually a lot of money. But that's why you don't do everything at once. You don't have to do everything at once. It happens over time. As you constantly put money into it, it happens over time. You could set a goal and call it emergency fund and just call it 6 months. And then once it reaches that goal, you don't have to put automation in there anymore. You don't have to keep constantly putting money in there anymore. Once you reach that goal, you can start investing your money into other things. You can start investing the surplus into better accounts that will make you even more money, or invest in your education, or invest in things that will help you do things better. Because let me tell you, once you set that goal and you start to see this small line go up and up and up almost to completion because you've been putting money into it every month, it's going to be such a huge relief when you hit that goal, right? Because now you know you're set. Now you know you have nothing to worry about. Because something happens, you got 6 months of expenses, you are set. You have a peace of mind. You don't have to worry about anything too much, and you can just go on living your life with less stress on your shoulders. Now let's talk about when you actually have to use it. And of course, the easy example once again is when your car breaks down, because it happens. It happened to me multiple times now where I had to get my car towed and it costs over $1,000 to get it fixed, to switch out the alternator, to switch out whatever other things the mechanic's trying to take out of me, right? I was like, all right, man, just fix the car. I need this car ASAP. And I didn't have to think about the money stress, the worry stress about the finance, because I already had money saved up. So boom, I just give them the money. And then that's when you start putting the money back into it, and then it starts to refill to that 6 month goal again, right? So it's very easy to, number one, give the money because you're not worried about it, and then set the automation again to refill to that 6 month goal. And this is like something you want to do. And keep in mind, this is not often, right? It doesn't happen every single day where you have to use the emergency fund. You're only using it like once every year or 2 times every year when something crazy happens. It's such a great feeling knowing that that money is there and that's your money and you can use it anytime you want, right? And ideally, of course, for emergencies. Now, a big mistake that people do is that they have the urge to use it for something else, for a vacation trip. The emergency fund is not for a vacation trip, right? It's for something that happened that could be detrimental to you and your family. It's not for a vacation trip. Do not use it for buying video games or buying a new system that's coming out. That's not the whole point of the emergency fund, right? It's to protect you and your family and to give you peace of mind. Now, once you hit that goal, let's talk about what to do afterwards. You have a surplus of money now, essentially, now that you had that 6 month goal. So ideally, if you have more money, you can pay off other loans, and then you can invest in stocks. You can invest in a VTSX is what I use, and just make more money that way. When you invest in stocks, you basically have a higher chance of earning income, which is like a 8 to 12% rate, and you just make more money that way. Or you can invest that extra money into your education, basically into yourself. When you learn new skills and you buy new courses, you can be gaining new skills that can help increase your career, that can help increase your income. You want to use that extra money to improve your life, not necessarily to buy new things and upgrade your life. You want to use that money to increase your income. What are the ways that I can have this money earn for me? So for example, if you use that extra money to buy a whole new video game system, like the next video game system, and you're upgrading your life, those are cost opportunities now, because now you're not only spending money on upgrading your life, but you're using that time that could be better spent somewhere else. So when I have this extra money, I'm always trying to think of ways of how could it improve my life further, right? I already have the emergency fund. Can I invest in something else that can make my life better for me and my kids? So that is the emergency fund. It is a great financial stability as a single dad. It will give you a huge peace of mind. It will make it easier for you to invest in future stuff. And it teaches you to spend wisely and how to save, and also to learn to live on less than you make. My name is Tony Chan. If you want to watch more video of me documenting my life, check out this next video on the end screen right here.